Hi, Michele Steele, joined by Lawrence Norman. He's the VP of Global Basketball for Adidas, and we have a very important new debut here, right? The AdiZero, the Crazy Light. It's the lightest basketball shoe on the market, Lawrence. Why go lighter? Why now? And what benefit is there to players to wearing a light shoe?
Well, we've done extensive research on this, and to us, lighter makes athletes faster. Athletes are demanding it, from any teen athlete to an NBA athlete. Now, this shoe is 9.8 ounces. It's 15% lighter than any comparable mid-cut, and it's actually about a half ounce lighter than any low-cut. So we believe that giving this to our players gives them a competitive advantage on court.
How important is basketball as a component of Adidas' larger business? Clearly, globally, soccer is the #1 category. Where does basketball fall among those sports?
Basketball is a major priority to us, and basketball and football, or global soccer, and running are our three most important pillars in performance.
In the U.S., where does basketball fall?
Basketball is critical, and basketball is one of the largest markets, first of all, in the U.S., but also it's a trendsetter. So every sale to an athlete on the basketball court also has influence on a lot of other consumers. Basketball is one of those few categories that can drive business in a big way, but also status and style. It's always been that way. For us, when we launched the Adidas Superstar a long time ago, it was a performance shoe, worn by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It has become one of our best sellers, but now it's a fashion icon. Basketball it really is a sport that goes from the courts to the streets, and that really is the biggest business opportunity.
You know, Nike said in May of 2010 that their basketball revenue was somewhere in the area of $1.7 billion annually. They're clearly the dominant player right now. Is there an opportunity for Adidas to sort of make up some market share, to grab some market share?
There's a great opportunity, and I think Nike Inc. versus Adidas Group were a clear #2. And with the AdiZero Crazy Light, Michele, one shoe can change everything.
Do you think that gap between Adidas and Nike is narrowing or widening here in the U.S.?
I think right now in the market, with Derrick Rose and Dwight Howard, we've had incredible success since Fall/Winter 10. Derrick Rose has since launched 2 signature shoes, as has Dwight Howard. They're all very successful, and we have some very good momentum leading into the Crazy Light launch.
You know, distribution's key. When and where will the shoe be rolled out, and at what price?
This shoe will be launching on June 3rd all over the world, and it's at $130.
Okay. What's your sales expectation for this shoe?
Our sales expectations are that, like I said before, one shoe can change everything. And we're hoping that this shoe is going to help us keep up the great momentum that we already have right now in the marketplace. You
know, you're the vice president for global basketball. How big is the global basketball market, and do you think it's growing?
The market is starting to come back in a big way. We've seen a resurgence, and we've been planning for this. The launch of this shoe on June 3rd would coincide with the NBA Finals, and the ratings are up. There's a lot of good things happening with the free agency coming into the season, with big markets starting to win. Participation rates have gone up since 2008 and starting to continue to climb. Basketball has always been one of the most important sports for Adidas, and as the market continues to grow, it's going to be even more important.
Looking domestically, what is your growth expectation for the category here in the U.S.?
We expect to continue to grow in a big way. We had strong growth in 2010. We expect those rates to continue in 2011.
Can we be any specific on the numbers as far as what your growth was like in 2010?
We don't divulge the future as far as where 2011 is going to end up, but I expect 2011 to be just as good or better than 2010.
Okay. You know, you mentioned that this shoe actually will roll out on June 3rd. Soon after that, the NBA could be looking at a potential lockout, and Adidas is the licensee for the NBA. Are there plans? Has Adidas already started looking at lockout plans in case there is no season next year?
Sure, we have contingency plans, but as the official outfitter of the NBA and as a pretty passionate NBA fan, nobody wants a lockout. But we do have plans in case there is a lockout.
Any idea or any realistically, sort of what are the chances of us having a lockout? Are you talking to league officials?
I have no idea about what's going to happen with the lockout, but I do know that I have to plan our business accordingly, and our business is a global business and pretty diverse, so NBA is a critical part of that, and we're proud to be the official outfitter of the NBA, but there's also the NCAA, AAU, high school. It's a big global business, so it's one cog of our entire business scope.
Will you be looking at expanding the relationship at the collegiate level, assuming, you know, there may be a lockout this year?
We have great collegiate properties from UCLA to Michigan, Tennessee. We have so many great properties, so those relationships are already strong, but we will continue to grow that business as we would any other part of our business.
Great. Phenomenal. Thanks so much, Lawrence. Again, Lawrence Norman, who is the VP of Global Basketball for Adidas with the AdiZero Crazy Light. Thanks for watching Bloomberg Television.